Hi boys and girls, welcome back to another Read Aloud. I've got a book here today called The Squirrels' Busy Year. This year I've seen so many squirrels because we didn't have a very cold winter, and I've seen so many around, and my son Samuel has always wondered what they do and all that kind of stuff. So we have this book at home, and I'm going to read it to you. It's by Martin Jenkins, illustrated by Richard Jones. The Squirrels' Busy Year. It's winter. It's cold. The sun is low in the sky. The pond is frozen, and there's snow on the ground. It's very quiet. In a hole in the trunk of a big tree perches an owl, keeping an eye on things. Not too far away, two squirrels are curled up in their cozy nest. They can't stay there forever, though. They'll soon get hungry, and then they'll need to go out to find something to eat. Have you ever seen a squirrel's nest in a tree? Usually they're a little bit bigger than birds' nests. You probably can go on a walk and spot a squirrel's nest up in a tree now, if you'd like. They'd better get a move on. It will soon be dark. Down the trunk, over to the stump, a quick dig, and yes! Some acorns. It's snowing again. Time to get back to the nest. In my yard, you'll notice lots of little holes in the grass in our backyard because the squirrels have been looking and digging up little acorns that they've buried earlier, maybe just looking for something to eat, but our grass is all torn up because of those silly squirrels. It's spring. It's warm. The ice and snow have all gone. It's noisy. There are birds singing in the bushes, and the pond is full of frogs croaking loudly. Not all the birds are making noise, though. In the hole in the big tree, the owl is sitting quietly, still keeping an eye on things. I wonder if you took a walk around your neighborhood or went to the woods somewhere. What kinds of sights might you see? Maybe you bring a journal with you. What kinds of sounds might you hear? What signs of spring might you see? Would you see a robin or buds blooming? The squirrels are out and about looking for food. The acorns are all gone, but there are fat, juicy buds on the maple trees. Got some of those around my house. The sun is setting, but the squirrels are still busy. Now they're digging up bulbs. Whoosh! That was close. The owl almost got them. It's summer. It's hot. The frogs are keeping cool in the pond. It's quiet and still. The squirrels are lazing about, staying out of the sun. And up in the big tree, in his hole in the trunk, sits the owl. So that's not changing much, is it? The owl kind of stays the same throughout the seasons, but I wonder what's different about the pond throughout the year. The clouds are getting bigger, the sky is darkening, and there's a wind blowing. Rumble, rumble, what was that? Thunder. Rumble, rumble, crack! Lightning has struck the big tree. Did the owl get away? Yes. That's his home. I hope it was okay. It's fall. It's a bit chilly. The frogs have disappeared, but they haven't gone far. Do you know what frogs do in the winter or in fall? They're sleeping in the mud at the bottom of the pond. If you can see, it kind of looks like they're camouflaged, but they're sleeping in the mud at the bottom of the pond. It's pretty cool how they can do that, huh? Most of the birds have flown off to spend the winter somewhere warmer. The owl is still around, though. The squirrels are busy picking up acorns. Every now and then they eat one or two, but mostly they just carry them off, one after another, and bury them in the ground. I wonder why they don't just bring them up into their nest with them. Why do they bury them, do you think? In a few weeks, it will be winter again, and there might be snow. Most of the time, the squirrels will be tucked up in their nest, but occasionally they'll have to go out to find something to eat. You better keep a lookout for that owl out there, huh? So that is the end of this book. It really raises a lot of different questions about the seasons, about hibernation, about weather and the water cycle. I really love this book because it touches on a lot of these things. If there was something that you were curious about, maybe you go and look it up and write it down or make a poster or something. I encourage you to make your way outdoors and see some signs of spring and write it down, draw it, maybe make a collage with some things that you find. Be creative. Have fun learning. Thanks for joining me. Bye.